Okay, I did manage to sneak in a tiny Metcon today, so we have a 5-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible, or really as many reps as possible in this case, max reps of devil's press. So that's the structure, pretty straightforward, and that's the movement. I have my friends here, Rex and Tex, for the devil's press. Find some object, like I've been kind of saying a lot during these times, whether it's a cast iron or suitcase or a ladder, some object. The ladder's probably too big, but something heavy and relatively smaller that you can get some grip on. If it's a suitcase, I'll kind of show you what that looks like on air. I don't have a suitcase with me, but that would totally work if you had some weights in there or something, or probably a backpack that you don't care about too much would be better with some weights or heavy books, or if you got old encyclopedias or something. I forgot those existed. A patient told me about those recently, that she had a bunch of those. So devil's press, I'll show you with a dumbbell first, probably the easiest movement to do it with. I was initially exposed to these with double dumbbell, but knowing a lot of you probably only have a single dumbbell at home, or especially if it's a heavier one, because we only rented out probably one to a lot of you. We're gonna do it with one today. So here's how this starts. So before you get started, or if you're taking a break, you'll just start up here, and then you're gonna go down to the ground, grab the handle, do a burpee. So I got one hand on the handle, one hand on the ground, and then I'm gonna jump up from here, finishing a burpee, and then I'm gonna swing it underneath, and then finish overhead in a fully upright and locked and loaded position. So that's one rep, okay? And then I can bring it down however I want. If I want to kiss it on the shoulder, back down on the ground. 2, okay? So to give you a side view, to make sure that this isn't throwing your back out or anything like that, we need to make sure you're using your hips on this, because it's a lot easier to round your spine on this than a conventional deadlift, wherein you're maybe thinking more or carefully about being in a good position. So side view, you gotta really make sure you keep that. I wanna show you how important it is to keep that chest tall when you hinge over and do that swing. So go down for the burpee. If you round here, that's a little bit, that's okay, but then you're gonna have to set your back and then bring it behind and swing overhead, okay? And when you swing overhead, pop the hips, squeeze the butt. Okay, make sure you don't do this and hyperextend. Okay, so that's what it looks like with a kettlebell. I'm sorry, a dumbbell, whatever that thing's called. So kettlebell, a little more awkward, but still doable. So I'm here, throw you off on the push-up a little bit, push it up, and then you're gonna swing and punch through on the overhead. Okay, I'll give you a side view. Push up, set my back, punch through on the way up. So I bring it through here and then I punch like that, okay? Now say you can't quite figure that out. All you have is a kettlebell or that heavy backpack with encyclopedias or whatnot. What you can do, pretend this is that backpack. So I'll roll it into that position. So do the burpee, come up, grab it with both hands, and swing it up overhead, like that. Side view. Grab with both hands, swing it up overhead. Same thing, pop those hips, don't pop your back. Yeah, so hopefully that's pretty self-explanatory, or hopefully that makes sense. I explained it, so it wasn't self-explanatory. If you're doing the one-arm version, you must switch hands at some point. I don't want you to jack up one side and just use your strong side the whole time. I recommend switching every 5 reps, maybe 10 if it's lighter. Yeah, or if it's super light, I mean, you truly could ride 2.5 minutes on one arm and then 2.5 on the other, but you gotta switch at some point, okay? Enjoy.